Hey guys, I am Sarah Turner. I am a copywriter in the health and wellness space, and I wanted to share with you today a little bit about copywriting because it has literally given me the life of my dreams, which is why I created this course. So, I want to share with you about copywriting because it could potentially give you a life of total freedom. Freedom from your 9 to 5, freedom to work from anywhere there's Wi-Fi, and then of course financial freedom. You can gain complete freedom building a freelance copywriting career and you don't need any experience. I'm going to show you how it's totally possible to do this without a portfolio or experience. It's pretty amazing. So you see, I think our parents gave us bad advice, not because they meant to, but because they didn't know any better. A lot of us went to college because we thought that's what we needed to do to get ahead. But school's amazing, and I love school and I love learning, but I was always told that if I wanted to make more money, I had to get more degrees, right? And that just meant more student loans. And we were also taught that if you wanted a job where you could work from anywhere, that was a total pipe dream. How were you ever going to do that? Total dream, right? Not possible. But these things weren't true for our parents. They weren't even possible. But they're true for us, and they're possible for us now. And because a lot of us believe that old advice, we're stuck. Many of us are stuck in jobs that we just don't love. We're slaving away for 2 weeks vacation each year. And I just really think that life is too short for that. I am super passionate about it. When I started out, I had actually never heard of copywriting before. I found it because I was on the search for a job where I could work from literally anywhere. So that was my number one reason for finding copywriting. But once I implemented the steps that you'll see in this video, I went from making a few $100s a month to making $8,000 in my 6 month of copywriting. And now I make between $13,000 and $15,000 a month. And I know it is totally cringy that I just shared with you how much money I make, and I really don't do that to brag. I do that because I want to share with you what's possible. So, all right. So let's talk about copywriting. Copywriting is sales writing. And the good news is we live in a time where consumers want brands they trust. They want brands that are authentic. I don't know about you, but I am definitely one of these consumers, right? I want to believe in the people I'm buying from. We also have come to expect a lot of free content and information to go with every purchase that we make. But this is great news for copywriters because it's a job that is incredibly high demand in every single industry. And this demand is only going to continue to grow as everything, moves to be in the online space. So copywriting is a job that isn't going away, and it's only gaining traction in literally every industry. So if you're wondering now whether or not you would be a good copywriter, let me explain to you about copywriting a little better. So first of all, copywriting is not like how you learn to write in school. In fact, if you write like that, you are going to put a lot of people to sleep. I know that none of you want to read my high school essays. Let's be serious. So copywriting should be fun. It should be good to read and easy to read, like on the go or on your phone. Think about how much we read on our phone. Think about any time you've ever read an article or something on a bumpy bus, something that you were willing to stick with during that ride, right? That is great copy. And you also don't need perfect grammar to be a copywriter. You don't need to be an expert in anything. There are literally no tests in copywriting. We live in a time where you can find all the answers you're going to need online. And so you just need to be willing and able to do a little research. The internet is about to be your new best friend. So copywriting is about learning how to write how people talk. And that is the type of copy that people want to go and read and spend time with, right? So if you also have to be able to convince people that you have a good idea. So when your friends are going out or they're going to do something, but you want them to do what you want to do, you want to completely change their plans, and you want to bring them around so that they see that your idea is better. So you put together an argument. You probably don't even need to think that hard. You know what will entice them to do what you want to do instead. Hell, we've all been good copywriters since the time we knew when we were kids which parent to ask for things. We knew what to ask them, who to ask, and how we could push their buttons to get our yes that we wanted, right? So that is what copywriting is. It's really more conversational than you probably realize. And if you're anything like me, you might think that marketing is a dirty word. I actually used to cringe at the idea of becoming a marketer. It was not something I was ever really interested in becoming. But the good news is, after reading enough about it and finding the good guys in marketing, I quickly realized 3 really important things that changed my mind. So 1, we live in a time where brands need to be good, or they at least need to have ethics that their audience agrees with. So remember when Uber continued to allow their drivers to pick up people from the JFK airport during the immigration ban? People were so mad. And then on top of that, they removed surge pricing, which made it look like they were in favor of the immigration ban. And people got so angry that 200,000 customers deleted their Uber app from their phone, and it actually forced the CEO to step down. This is a testament to how much we want to agree with brands ethically, and personally, I think it's pretty amazing because we have a lot of say in companies today. So the second thing is that as a copywriter, you're a business owner. You don't have to write for anyone or anything you don't believe in. I just don't. And it's really awesome. I get to pick and choose my clients. So number 3 is that when you're writing for a business, a product, or a person, and you believe in what you're selling, you're actually informing people, potential customers and clients, about something that's actually going to bring value to their life. Like, it's a true benefit. When it's done right, copywriting feels good. It's fun, it pays the bills, and it gives you freedom. So for me, step 1 of building my copywriting career was knowing that this was possible, knowing the possibilities that existed for me. And it took me months to get to this point, mostly because I had a really hard time believing all the guys in black t-shirts that were claiming it was some sort of miracle career. If you go look online, you will find them. But it's turned out to be the biggest blessing that I have ever had happen in my life. And don't get me wrong, copywriting is like a ton of hard work, but it's so rewarding. All right, are you as stoked as I am? Because I really want to show you how this is possible for you. So let's get into how we can make this work for you, because I seriously want you to have the life that you dream of. So in this next video, I'm going to go over the finances and how it breaks down. Because if you're anything like me, I'm a total realist, and I would definitely need to know exactly how this would work financially for me to feel comfortable leaving my job. Totally understandable. All right, so up next, let's do the numbers.